What is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? That's the same question I asked before playing and having no experience with the first game. From my understanding, the sequel is about this knight named Henry who was the son of a blacksmith looking to avenge the death of his mother and father by the hands of Sigismund, a Holy Roman Emperor, and he's going to be doing it all with his homie Sir Hans Capon. That's the gist of it, but it's much more than that in the grand scheme of things. It takes place in the 15th century Bohemia, which is now known as Czech Republic. I watched a recap video of the first one before I started to play KDC 2, but didn't know what to expect when it came to the actual gameplay of it all. So while we're here, let's talk about it. The gameplay is definitely something needed to get used to, from the combat all the way down to the crafting. It starts out slow and is similar to For Honor's combat, but luckily they give you a tutorial right at the beginning to get you on track. With that in mind, once I got the hang of it, it was smooth afterwards. You can put together small combos to keep things fresh and counterattack. Having the right weapon in combat definitely makes a difference on whether the fight is going to be hard or easy. I'm about 8, almost 9 hours into the game, and I had to fight with a short blunt sword that breaks easily and got my ass whooped several times. Yeah, you heard right, the weapons have durability, and I was unaware until I got into like my 8th fight and it said something like the weapon needs repairing or some shit. Listen, this is a full-blown hardcore RPG that you really have to take your time with so that you don't get overwhelmed. It definitely felt that way for me with everything that they throw at you at once. It's better if you just take your time to read through everything, get yourself familiar with the mechanics and how everything works, and I think you would be alright. I say this because when it came to crafting, oh my god, I felt like I didn't know what to do even after having them walk me through it the first time. This one will take a few times to do on your own before you understand how it works. For example, I have to craft an elixir or a potion, and I had to do it all by myself. Basically, you have to pour the wine, boil the wine, flip an hourglass, read how to make the drink in a recipe book they give you, grab herbs, use a mortar and pestle to crush the herbs, dump the herbs in the boiling wine, let the mixer sit and then pour. Yeah, like I said, it don't get more hardcore than this. You can literally dry out your food just so it can last longer because they can spoil in this game. If you're an unorganized fuck like me, it's going to feel like you hit a whirlwind of BS, but remember, take your time. This game has so many little nuances to it that it makes the game unique and really keeps shit fresh. I mean, I can do without a stamina bar or having to worry about Henry getting hungry and needing rest, but I understand this is all a part of the experience. The game looks really good visually, and I have most of my graphical settings turned down to medium or low just so it can run better, and it's definitely going to be one of the better looking games of this year. It's a nice improvement from the first game. From the facial expressions to the pretty looking environment, it's one of the games that has you wanting to explore and take screenshots. So let me be 100% honest when I say this. Even though I have my settings on medium to low, the game blue screened my PC, which is strange because it was running buttery smooth up until that point. I haven't played it since then, and I don't know if I want to, just in case I run the risk of KDC 2 breaking my PC, and to be honest with you, I don't have time for that. I really have the feeling that if I decide to finish this game, it will rank high on my list for the best game of 2025, but it will get knocked down a couple of points because of that issue. Now let's get back to the game. What's really cool about this game is that your reputation really matters. The way you dress and how you carry yourself will have the NPCs judging you if you don't come correct. Certain people wouldn't speak to you or just straight up disrespect you if you ain't got that shit on. This is a wild ass game too. You can get attacked by a pack of wolves if you're just wandering aimlessly in the woods. What I like about this game is that it's unpredictable. It can keep things feeling fresh throughout the time of playing. Also, you can haggle, so if you don't have enough money to pay for goods, you could try to talk them down in price. Don't think that the NPCs are some goofies, because if they feel like you're trying to play them, they will end the conversation and you will lose reputation among the others that live in the area. The survival aspect of the game is a little too steep in my opinion. When you are hungry, tired, or full of poison, it messes with the vision of your character, making it hard to see at times. The idea is really cool, but I could have gone without seeing it to that extent. You know, hearing the character's stomach growl or Henry mentioning that he needs a bite to eat when it's that time could have sufficed. As far as exploration goes, I don't know if you can go absolutely anywhere you want, because I definitely ran into a couple invisible walls. Reason I'm not all that sure is because I was in the middle of a mission, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. The map is massive, so I don't plan on trying to break the game. There's plenty of space to roam around and a lot to do and discover to be on all that. Besides, if I do play this again, I'm just trying to enjoy it and beat it, which a review for the game will soon follow, so keep an eye out for that. One of my favorite things about exploring, which I think in any game that allows it, is the gathering of resources. I don't know what it is, but I love running around on foot and gathering flowers and plants. I used to do that a lot in Red Dead Redemption 1, and KDC 2 gives the same vibe. It's sort of soothing in a way, and I can easily get lost in doing it because they make you feel as though you don't have enough. The voice acting is really good, and the dialogue in between the cutscenes is like watching a movie. It keeps you engaged with how good it looks, and since they tell the story of the first game through flashbacks, you stay locked in. They really know how to tell a story with this one. And one last thing, this game has some amazing attention to detail. You can tell they took their time with this game, and it's a reason that it's selling like hotcakes. hotcakes. Overall, although I only have about 8 hours in the game, I really do like it. I just wish that it didn't blue screen my PC, as I'm now hesitant to boot it back up. Don't let this deter you though. This could just solely be a me thing, as I did do some research and haven't seen anybody else complain about this issue. At the time of writing, KDC 2 has sold over 2 million copies, so that should tell you enough right there.